What is going on, YouTubers? This is Anime Gamer Fanboy, and today, guys, we are kicking back with a Lonnie Cherry Slush energy drink. Today, guys, if you read the description, I've had a lot on my mind lately, and want to chill, chat, and just get it out on the table. So, anyway, guys, I'm gonna fill you guys in on a few things that's been on my mind, just jabbing away at my brain, because I want to get it out of the system, and this is the best way to do it. Just to get my stuff out of my system. You know, um, so this week, or not this week, a while back, I had a trouble on the job. Um, we just recently had some new hires, and some of them are, you guessed it, teenagers. Now, before I go farther into this, guys, all of you are probably going to say, "Oh, anime, you don't like teenagers." No, I didn't say that. I do like teenagers, but I like the kind of but teenagers, they are 50-50 depending on the mood. Like, in my family, some of the teenagers we have in my family, they listen. They're like military smart. Like, you ask them to do something, they'll do it. Like, no argumentatives, no nothing. But then you got some teenagers that play the whole I'm bad kind of deal. Okay, so I'm not saying I don't like teenagers, but at the same time, there are some types of teenagers I don't like. If this will be the best way to describe it. But anyway, but back to the venting. So, one of the teenagers I work with basically has given me problems not once, not twice, but 3 times. Okay? So I'll fill you guys in on those 3 times. So the first time, she was having trouble with one of the registers. Being that I've been experienced there for about roughly a while now, I've noticed the problem. So my boss asked me to go over and help her. Basically, what she was doing, she was trying to scan the frozen mango chunks, and it kept saying, "Sell not allowed." And what happened was, she kept doing it over and over, and I thought, okay, something's up with the system. So I told the customer that these might be on recall, and so I go back to my boss. She just checked and she told me that they were on recall. So I go back to the teenager and I explain, "Hey, these are on recall. Let me get these. I will take them back to claims." And she got all snooty with me, and she was like, "Oh, I got this," and started shooing me off like a dog. Like, she literally just went like that, just shooing me off. Second time, the one day I had to drive a pickup truck to work. I was having a bad case of bad luck that day. So I drove a pickup truck to work, and I had so many keys on my key rings that I didn't know if I locked anything. So I texted a family member to check, and what happened was I got no reply before I had to go to lunch. So I go to lunch. I pick me up a couple burgers, a bacon McDouble, because I went through McDonald's that time. And I drove all the way home while eating, driving while eating. And I get back to my home to double check everything. You know, I stay home for my majority for lunch. And at the same time, finishing up my ice cream because it was melted on the way home. And I really wanted to just, get it eaten before things got bad. So, so I'm heading back to my job. I'm taking the road that I usually take, and all of a sudden I get behind a driver who's driving 20 miles under the speed limit. Now, the road I take, you can go 55 to 60 miles per hour, and she was going 35 to 45 miles per hour. Now, think of it this way. Think of a speedy driver right behind a tortoise or behind a sloth. That's how the driver was driving. They was driving just slowly, like driving Miss Daisy. Which again, I have no problem with that, But when you're stressing out, it's like your brain's getting in that mind funk where it's going, you're gonna be late, you're gonna be late, you're gonna be late, you're gonna be late. So when I so I stay behind the driver until I got the dotted yellow line, went fast to go around her, went 60, and I followed the main road. But then I get behind another driver doing the same thing, only it looked like she was going a little less. Like saying like 30 miles per hour. So, again, math here. The speed limit's 55. You can go 5 miles over the speed limit. So, she was going 30 of that. So, she was going either between 25 to 30. So, already stressed out with my situations, I got back to my job, and I was heading to go talk to my boss to see where she wanted me to go. And teenager decided to get one of our associates and the teenager told me that our boss wasn't here. Except the teenager said in a snooty, like she's an upperclassman cheerleader. Like she got attitudinal. So I thought, okay. So I'm walking. I'm trying to think what register to go to, and I thought, oh crap, my glasses are dirty. So I thought, okay, I'll go find a manager, get me a wipe, and clean my glasses. I go to knock on the door, and second time, I said I was looking for somebody. They said, "What? She's not here." So the other associate said it the right way. Teenager said it in a snooty way, like talking down to me like I ain't got no brain, or I do have a brain, but it's dangling over a pool of piranhas. So anyway, so I'm at that stress point where I slowly start to get angry. And you guys know how that goes. When your stress starts out small, it's like a vice. You're trying to keep it in control, and then slowly it's like, till it's about to hear. So I'm talking to another associate. And I didn't say anybody's name. The only time I did was I said, and I quote, that person was making me mad. So after I said that, I swapped the topic. Like, I wasn't going to get into it. I didn't want to make anybody uncomfortable. And I didn't want to let my anger go loose. So I was telling the other associate about the troubles I just went through. The teenager who happened to work a different register comes over and she starts getting on me, like saying, ask me, what am I talking about? And then she starts switching it up. Now, I'll describe how her tude was. Now, she was more jumpy. If you guys, first off, just to use this as a better way, if you guys watch an anime where one of the characters is always jumpy with curiosity, and you guys who are Brony or Pegasus ever watch My Little Pony, and you know the character Pinkie Pie's characteristics, it's kind of like that. Because she was like jumpy, because she asked me what I was talking about, then she jumped to, like, she was moving fast, like she was high on sugar. Like, she started off like this. She was like, what you talking about? Are you talking about me? Just jumping the guns, trying to get me to slip up. So I politely told her, and I did not sound disrespectful. I politely told her it was none of her business, because I know I wasn't talking about her. Well, right then and there, she decided to rip my head off and castrate me like I was a steer right in the middle of work. Not physically, verbally, but you get the point there. But she says that I talked horrible about her, and nothing ill will should be coming out of my mouth about her. So she reamed into me, and I was getting angry. Like, I was about to pop like a bag of popcorn, guys. Like, I verbally could have gone off. But before I did, I walked away from the situation. I went to find a manager. She did the same thing, only basically she accused me of doing stuff that was not true. So then, third time she's giving me a problem is she told the teenager told another associate that I've been saying stuff. And then the associate, without telling me, pretty much stated that just don't talk to her, don't say nothing to her. And it's like, okay, does it not give you the fact that if you get information, you should talk to me and get my half of the information before you just take the whole half off? So there's that with that situation, okay? But no, the other teenage brain's moving fast. Okay. But the other teenager I deal with, family. So, and I'll explain this one. So, just recently, family member comes down to my home. I'm asleep, like KO'd, like when you're asleep, you do not hear anything, see anything, vice versa. He comes into the house and he's like he said he yelled 4 times. Cell phone went off. He did all that stuff, but I couldn't hear nothing. Because, guys, with me, I am like a deep sleeper. So, if I'm knocked out, audio will be like mute. So, while I'm passed out, my family comes in, rearranges everything, and then he gives me a jump scare where I almost accidentally grabbed my baseball bat and almost whacked him one because I thought he was a burglar. Now, mind you guys, I wouldn't do it on intentionally. Okay, but we've had those incidences before. Like someone come like if you don't remember doing something and someone would have come into your home and you're deep asleep that you start having a frigid nightmare and then you reacted because of instinct, then yeah, it can't be your fault, but you'd be at partial. So you'd be about 50% at fault. So anyway, so I got mad at him. I gave him a stern talking to, but the stupid one thing is he was supposed to walk to the gas station. Instead, he walks to my home. He wakes me up, makes me go out and help him. Well, not help him get gas, but he makes me drive him out to the gas station. And yeah, I know I say gas weirdly, like when I speak quick, it sounds like Italian when I say gas, or I sound like Eric Cartman. Some people say that people say gas differently. But anyway, so I take him out to get gas, and then I had to take him all the way back home. And then when I got back, I could not get any more sleep. So I was running on yay much of sleep, guys. So that's the skinny of stress that's been on my mind. And I know what everybody's going to be asking. Y'all are probably going to be asking, like, how are you able to control your stress, especially with lack of sleep? Honestly, I don't know. The only thing I do know is that I just push myself to keep myself 100%. And I just do what I can do. But, like I said, I just try to keep myself active. Like, do videos, do anything I can do as a project. But that's the nitty gritty, guys. So I figured I'd give you guys a chat session, tell you guys what's been stressing me out. Like I told you guys, excuse me, the energy drink I drank was a cherry slush Alani. Now, it does actually taste like a cherry slushy. Um, it's got 10 calories per can on these. And it does have like, I think it said it had like, yeah, 200 milligrams of caffeine, as you guys can tell. But it's not too bad. They're a little cheaper than what the reuse are. But, like I said, guys, the reuses are not that bad. The ghosts aren't that bad. But, price-wise, you know, they're not that bad either. So, whatever you guys get to keep yourselves kicking through the day, that's entirely up to you. I just drink them, review them, give you guys my honest opinion. And my honest opinion on most of them are good. I mean, because my stomach goes through exotic appetites or exotic foods that I can handle it. But anyhow, guys, I figured I'd give you guys an update of what's been stressing me out because I'm pretty sure everyone wanted me to do a Q&A. I figured I'd just go ahead, get what's been stressing me out off of my cerebellum, breathe, re-stress, unwind, and get myself completely 100% kosher. So that's the nitty gritty that's been going on. And I know everybody's been asking me about other things. First off, guys, the gaming, like I said, that's still going to be put on hold. I'm going to be trying to do what I can to get all that up and out, but I can actually just try to have a day off where I can actually see what I can do. I have to, second, I have to update some equipment because, first off, guys, my cameras, some of the pieces I can't find hardly, so I have to update that, and I have to update another camera because one camera I have does not do live streams. So that's just the problem I have there. Um, Lastly, I do want to try to get more of my hats. I know I have this one, but I also have plenty more that I'd like to wear. So, but finding them is going to be a pain in the behind because, well, just because I couldn't. I've been looking all over heck and high water for the past couple days, but I would like to wear at least a different hat once in a while. But more to the point, though, I will be trying to get back. Like I said, I will try to be getting back into gaming, but not right away. I may get it started by next year, or I may get it started within a reasonable amount of time. It's just going to have to be one of those times where I have to keep myself kosher. Anyhow, guys, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Sorry I started it out as a bit of a rant. That's not what it was supposed to be. I just needed to get some steam off the thing because I talked to a buddy of mine who happens to be a bit of a licensed therapist, and he even says if I'm talking about my problems via video, as long as I don't mention any information about it, then it's safe to put up as long as I don't mention anything that shouldn't be. So that's a start, and I'm glad I'm not struggle busting because now that I got that out of my system, I feel a little bit better. So anyhow, guys, I'm gonna get off here because like I said, I got a lot of stuff to do. On top of that, I got a few things to check. So if you guys like the videos, be sure to like, subscribe, and favorite. Comment down below. Have a good day. Have a good night, because Anime Gamer Fanboys gotta go. This is Anime Gamer Fanboy signing out, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. And until next time, guys, just keep cool, especially with the summer sun. Have a good day. Have a good night. And I'll see you guys next time.